Welcome back to Ada County Clink Chronicles. Today we're going over the 2nd of August, 2025. Let's get right into it. Jose, age 20, booked in at 10:15 p.m. last night. Misdemeanor, driving under the influence. Misdemeanor, consume or possess an open container by the driver. Yeah, dude, what are you doing, Jose? Poor choices get you right there. Take care of that stuff and stop drinking and driving. Bailey, age 18, booked in at 10:15 p.m. last night. Misdemeanor for burglary or commercial burglary, first offense, and felony for aggravated assault. Holy smokes, what? I would never have put this face to these charges. Yikes. Scary, actually. Huh. It's kind of like dating in 2025. You don't know if it's a chick or a dude. You don't know. Well, right here, you don't know if Bailey's a sweet, innocent gal or will beat your face in, aggravated assault style. Crazy. Daniel, age 42, booked in at 9:04 p.m., felony, controlled substance, misdemeanor for drug paraphernalia, and misdemeanor for resisting or obstructing officers. I feel like I recognize this guy's face. Not sure if it's mugshot or if I know him in real life. But, just kind of goes to show the skull tattoos on the neck. That's your resisting and obstructing. Anthony, age 35, booked in at 9:04 p.m. Felony, controlled substance, misdemeanor, drug paraphernalia, and felony for destruction, alteration, or concealment. So he stuck it up as felony. Great job. Actually, these both of these shout outs go to Garden City Police Department. Wow. Yeah. I feel like we usually see Boise PD with these drug lockups. But luck of the draw, Garden City is now getting the shout outs. I love it. Great job. Kevin, age 54, booked in at 8:44 p.m. Felony. Officer flee or attempt to elude a police officer in a motor vehicle. Yeah, this is one of the dumbest choices. There are so many officers, so many cameras, helicopters. Civilians will call you. You're an idiot, man. And then here it is, misdemeanor for resisting or obstructing officer. So this guy didn't even have a warrant or anything, because I don't see any other charge here. So he just took off. And usually that's just suspects with warrants because they don't want to go get locked up. So what are you doing, Kevin? You're just trying to show off in your 54 age? Interesting. Weird. Why run? I don't even see a charge actually here for reckless driving or DUI. Nothing. Why does this not make sense to me? Robert, age 53, booked in at 8:39 p.m. Misdemeanor, driving under the influence excessively. Misdemeanor for possession of marijuana, and misdemeanor for, of course, because you didn't have enough already, excessive, to have an open container in the car with you. I mean, come on. Robert, 53 years old, you know better. Crazy. Saul, age 34, booked in at 3:16 p.m. Oh, gosh. Not some more of these. Felony, child sexual abuse of a minor under the age of 16. Times 2. Thank you, Ada County Sheriff, whoever called this in. Get this POS off the streets, out of our area where we live. This guy belongs right where he's at. Yeah. So I hope you go kick a rock. Sheila, age 70, booked in at 2:43 p.m. Misdemeanor for driving under the influence and misdemeanor for driving without privileges. What are you doing, Sheila? Come on. 70 years old, catching DUIs and no driver's license at all. Justin, age 36, booked in at 12:04 p.m. Lunchtime. Misdemeanor resisting or obstructing officers and felony fugitive to Idaho. Yikes. Well, I'm glad they got you, sucker. Boise City PD, rocking it out, catching these fugitives to Idaho. And of course, you're going to throw a fight. Crazy. Andrew, age 24, booked in at 12 p.m. Misdemeanor for driving under the influence and failure to appear. Lunchtime DUI. What were you doing? Well, that's been a thing. You can go out during the workday. This is Saturday, which is even better. So Saturday, went out for a couple beers, didn't realize how much he has had, and snagged a DUI. Yeah. You're okay, Andrew. You're still young. This is just like your first charge. Now you know. Don't drink and drive. Grab an Uber, even if you're gonna have a couple beers. Stuff stays in your system, and you'll get stung with it. James, age 49, booked in at 11:53 a.m. Misdemeanor for driving reckless. What in the 49-year-old is out driving reckless? I guess I shouldn't say too much. I do enjoy the V8 in my truck a lot. That 6.2 liter gets up and goes, and I'm sure I'm going to catch one of these, especially if I keep building up this bad karma here, making fun of people. This side note, actually, I just saw in the news, Meridian City PD, I believe, and the rest of the PD officers, sheriff's office, are focusing in on driving reckless right now because this is that deadliest 100 days to be driving. And for whatever reason, there's been a huge increase in people driving reckless, or basically driving over 100 miles an hour, even within city limits. So there's been a big push, I guess. There was a article I read to specifically target and try to get these guys that are going over 100 to hopefully educate the public on how dangerous this is. It will literally kill people. It's like like a DUI, but you're driving 100 miles an hour plus, which is, fun again. And again, there's legit ways to do this. Go to a race car track, play a car simulator in your living room. Legal and safe ways to race, because it is fun and I love it. Anyhow, good thing that I have a governor on my truck, which I didn't realize I had until I got it, but I guess 35-inch tires and 100 miles an hour plus is not an option. So I can't even go over 100 if I wanted to. Amanda, age 45, booked in at 10 a.m. Fugitive to Idaho ×2. Yikes. Dude, let me pause this real quick. I'm going to see if I can find this gal in the news. Hang on. Well, I couldn't find anything directly for this gal, but I did find out that there's a lot of Amanda Hadleys out there. Anyways, it was a quick search, and I kind of gave up. If you want to dig in, or if you can find whatever stuff, post that in the comments so we can kind of see what happened there. Anthony, age 23, booked in at 5:30 a.m. Failure to appear. Cecilia, age 68. Booked in at 5 a.m. Felony, attempt to elude police officer in a motor vehicle, and of course, misdemeanor for resisting or obstructing officers. Again, where's the other charge? What was the reason why she was getting pulled over? I don't see DUI or driving without privileges or insurance, or registration even. I don't just try to take off from an officer and no other charge. It doesn't make sense. Brandon, age 27, booked in at 2:34 a.m. Misdemeanor for driving under the influence. Yeah, Brian, you just had a couple beers, not even excessive. But that's enough, man. That's enough to impair your judgment, impair your driving. Same goes for you, Robert. Looks like you both got DUI, or no, sorry, disregard. Sorry, Robert. But Brandon, yeah, just fix your charges. Don't drink and drive. Now you know, right? Pay your fines. Go to your classes. And life goes on. Robert, age 19, booked in at 2:16 a.m. Sorry, Robert. You were not DUIing. You were just disturbing the peace. What are you doing, Robert? Come on. 19 years old. This makes sense. Misdemeanor. I don't know what you're doing, Robert. But they got you, right? Don't do it again. Jonathan, age 20, booked in at 2 a.m. Oh my, what pretty blonde hair, blue eyes, and strangulation attempted. Of course. Gosh, felony. Also felony for malicious injury to property. Misdemeanor for domestic violence without traumatic injury against a household member. Gosh. Again, the book does not match the cover here. Like poor Bailey up on top there, doing a felony aggravated assault. I don't know, Jonathan. That's poor choices, dude. Enjoy your time in the slammer. Don't drop the soap. Mason, age 22, booked in at 1:53 a.m. Felony, domestic violence, battery. Again, what is these young kids? A lot of young kids just going straight to the violence, assault and strangulation and domestic violence. I shouldn't say it's not all of them, right? We have a lot of great kids, a lot of great families, But for whatever reason, these guys did not get the memo from their parents or TikTok or wherever that domestic violence, strangulation, assault, aggravated assault is all bad. You can't do that stuff. Jordan, age 26, booked in at 1:33 a.m. Misdemeanor for driving under the influence. Yeah, Jordan. Well, same thing goes. Let's catch another couple more of these DUIs. Except for this guy, Zachary, 25, driving under the influence excessively. How much you drinking, Zachariah? Come on, that's quite a few drinks. Or if you didn't eat all day long or something, I don't know. All of you guys, Meridian City PD, collecting DUIs. I love it. Great job, guys. Isaac, age 26, booked in at 1:10 a.m. Misdemeanor for first offense trespass, failure to depart. Oh, gosh. Here's the dumbass. The property manager, waitress, waiter, wherever you were at 1:10 a.m., you probably a bar, asked you to leave and you refused. So they called the officers. The officers showed up. Also probably asked you to leave a couple times. Just leave the property, Isaac, and yet you refused. Not very smart, are you, buddy? All you had to do was just leave. Joseph, age 39, booked in at 12:15 a.m. Misdemeanor for driving under the influence. Yeah, come on, man. You know better. Again, this is not even excessive. Could just been a couple beers. I've totally done it. I'm not sure if you have either. It's legitimate. You just can't drive after that, even if you feel great. Anyhow, this concludes the 2nd of August, 2025. Appreciate the memberships. Thank you for the subs, and I will see you guys next time.